Are America and Russia really enemies, or is this all a grand political conspiracy designed to deceive people around the world? This question is not just limited to conspiracy theories but is backed by historical evidence, secret agreements, propaganda machinery, and the realities of global politics. In this video, we will take a detailed look at whether this enmity is real or just a game. Dear friends, we need to look at post-1945 history because this is when this so-called enmity was presented to the world. During World War II, America and Russia, then the Soviet Union, were allies and together defeated Nazi Germany. But as soon as the war ended, these two powers stood against each other. Why? America was a capitalist country, where business and market freedom prevailed. Russia was a communist country, where the government controlled all industries and the economy. Both ideologies were against each other, and this led to the beginning of the Cold War. Cold War meant that America and Russia would not engage in direct warfare, but would fight each other through proxy wars in other countries. Several proxy wars took place during this period. Korean War, 1950-1953. North Korea was supported by Russia and China, while South Korea was supported by America. Vietnam War, 1955-1975. America fought against communism in Vietnam, while Russia supported the communist groups. Afghan War, 1979-1989. America supported the Mujahideen to ensure Russia's defeat in Afghanistan. But the surprising thing is that America and Russia never directly attacked each other. So, were they really enemies, or was something else happening behind the scenes? In 1945, America dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan, and after that, Russia also developed its nuclear weapons. Then both nations started a nuclear arms race. The public was always told that, if one country attacks the other, the whole world will be destroyed. But why was a nuclear war never fought? America and Russia both had enough nuclear weapons to destroy the Earth multiple times, yet they never used them. Why? Both nations knew that if they attacked each other, they would also be destroyed. That's why these weapons were mainly used to spread fear and keep the public under control. In 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis happened, bringing the world close to nuclear war, but in the end, both countries resolved the issue through dialogue. If the enmity was so intense, then why was there no war? This means that there were some hidden dealings happening behind the scenes. The media is the most powerful weapon in the world, and both America and Russia use it to their advantage. American media, CNN, Fox News always portrays Russia as a dangerous enemy. Russian media, RT, Sputnik presents America as the world's greatest oppressor. In reality, both countries manipulate their own people emotionally to divert attention from real issues. America's defense budget exceeds $800 billion, which is more than the combined budget of the world's 10 largest countries. Russia also spends a significant portion of its economy on weapons manufacturing. All of this benefits the arms manufacturing companies. If the people in America protest against inflation or unemployment, the government immediately claims, Russia wants to destroy us. If people in Russia protest against corruption or poverty, the government says, America is conspiring against us. In this way, instead of focusing on real issues, the public gets entangled in enmity, further empowering their governments. America and its allied countries often impose economic sanctions on Russia, but in reality, trade between America and Russia has never completely stopped despite these sanctions. Many times in history, America has imposed sanctions on Russia on one hand while supplying essential goods on the other. In the 1970s, when the Soviet Union faced a severe food crisis, the American public was told, we will not sell anything to Russia. But behind the scenes, American companies continued selling wheat and other agricultural products to Russia. Why? Because if Russia's economy weakened too much, there could be a rebellion, and America did not want an uncontrollable Russia. In the 1980s, America announced that it would destroy Russia's energy sector to weaken the Soviet Union's economy. But at the same time, American companies secretly invested in Russian oil and gas projects. In 2014, when Russia annexed Crimea, America imposed strict economic sanctions on Russia. But the surprising fact is that despite these sanctions, American companies continued trading with Russia in secret. In 2018, the Wall Street Journal reported that several major American companies are secretly making deals with Russian companies, even though the government claims there are strict sanctions on Russia. If America and Russia are truly enemies, then why do they collaborate on space missions? After the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, the Russian Space Agency, Roscosmos, and the American Space Agency, NASA, began cooperating with each other. In 2011, when America shut down its shuttle program, Russian rockets were used to send American astronauts into space. This means that if America couldn't even go to space without Russia, then what kind of enmity is this? Even today, American astronauts travel on Russian spacecraft, and both countries rely on each other for space research. America and Russia may issue statements against each other, but when necessary, they support each other. Apparently, Russia is an ally of Iran and Syria, while America is their enemy. But the strange fact is that neither country has ever directly harmed the other's interests. Why? Because if complete peace is established in the Middle East, both America and Russia's arms businesses would collapse. On the surface, Russia and China appear to have good relations, but the reality is that Russia does not want China to become too powerful. America also has issues with China, which is why some experts believe that in the future, America and Russia may secretly support each other against China. Politicians and businessmen from both countries conduct business in each other's nations. American media has reported multiple times that Trump had several business deals in Russia. In the 2016 US elections, Russia was accused of helping Trump. Russian billionaires buy properties in America. Many Russian billionaires have bought expensive properties in New York, Los Angeles, and Miami. If America and Russia are truly bitter enemies, then why do Russian billionaires invest so heavily in the American economy? The so-called enmity between America and Russia is largely a deception to mislead the public. America and Russia's enmity is a grand political strategy that benefits the ruling class, while the public is merely a pawn in the game. This entire scenario is designed to sell weapons, control the media, and divert people's attention from real issues. Neither country will ever launch a direct attack on the other because it would destroy their business model. Do you still believe that America and Russia are true enemies, or is this all a scheme to fool the public? If you want us to cover a specific historical figure or event, let us know in the comments. We look forward to your suggestions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for the next part.